guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. Now today, as you can see from the title of the video, I'm going to give you sort of a comprehensive-ish rundown of the overall condition of my E85 Z4. It was a question on Instagram recently. I'm going to wait for the postman, had to go past here. It was a question on Instagram recently. Someone asked, what is the overall condition of my E85 Z4? And I realised I haven't actually, in about a year of talking about my car and displaying my car on the channel, I haven't really sort of gone around it and shown you everything that's sort of wrong with it cosmetically. So we'll take a look at the outside and the inside of the car, and I'll point out any bits that sort of need fixing or are wrong with it in my eyes. So obviously starting on the outside of the car, here we go. Cosmetically then, let's start at the rear. So this is probably the main one. I don't think anyone has actually, no one's commented about it, so I'm not sure if anyone's noticed, but someone did actually go into the back of me a little while back. Someone did go into the back of me, and it means that there's sort of quite a deep scratch mark there, a little bit of a thing there, this here. And yeah, this is actually dented a little bit by the number plate. Also, while we're here, ever since I've got the car, and I probably should just get it sorted, it probably needs a little sticky pad or something, this number plate has been loose. So that's sort of hanging off. And again, actually, at the rear of the car, these new pipes that I got with my Backbox Elite, you can't see it today, but I've shown in a previous video, there's a little piece of plastic that often hangs down, and you can hear that rattling on the exhaust, which can be a little bit annoying. Something that you guys definitely have pointed out before is this BMW badge. Clearly has seen better days, but you know what, for me, I'm not actually too fussed. Oh my goodness, I'm realising as I go through there's actually a lot more than I thought. So this brake light, I did know about this, but I just forgot. Yeah, that probably needs replacing, and here like this. And you know, by the way guys, I'm not trying to shoot myself in the foot here, because obviously when I come to sell this car, and if and when I come to sell this car, you know, I'm technically shooting myself in the foot because I'm showing on a video everything that's wrong with it. But I'm an honest person, so you know, if that day does come, I'll be completely transparent about all these things. And I know lots of you will be shouting at me, probably saying, you can do this for 30 quid, you can do that for 20 quid. So I know that these things can be sorted as well. Let's move round then. I think that's everything at the back. Actually, no, it's not. As I've just walked around, I've seen this. Again, spoken about previously. I attempted to replace the standard long aerial that's on these Z4s with the snubby one. I bought the snubby one. I think it's like a Peugeot aerial that you get off eBay. But yeah, I literally couldn't get the long one off. Resorted to using pliers because I have no idea what I'm doing. And yeah, I've essentially sheared the metal off, so there's nothing to screw the snubby or snub aerial onto, meaning that I've now just got no aerial. Not that I listen to the radio anyway, but yeah, it looks kind of funny. So then, moving round to the side of the car, there's not really anything here that I have noticed or really care about that's wrong, on this side at least. The only thing is these wheels. I've never been a fan of these wheels. You guys know that. I've spoken about it before. And you may be wondering, Joel, what happened to the new wheels? Because I was going on about getting new wheels for a while. What happened is the diesel valve went funny on my car, which meant all the money I had saved for new wheels had to go on replacing that. So that's what happened to the new wheels. They're not off the cards, but I really don't have any money to be mucking around buying wheels with at the moment, sadly. Although, if this channel keeps growing, you never know, I might be able to put some money aside and start saving again. But never really been a fan of these wheels. The overall condition of them, if you care, I mean, I wouldn't say they're particularly bad. There's a few curb marks, and any wheel could probably do with a refurbish. But again, I'm not too precious. It might really wind some of you up, but I'm not really that fussed about the cosmetics. I'm a lot more interested in the way these cars drive, and I have to say, since I replaced the diesel valve, this has been driving a treat. Now, round to the front of the car then, and a very common one that all of you guys, I mean, it's blatantly obvious, but it's been a theme and been talking about it on the channel in a few videos now, is this headlight. I still do need to get this sorted, I know, please leave me alone. yeah, it's very dirty. It's always been dirty ever since I've had the car. But when it was replaced, this bulb, I mean, was replaced fairly recently for maybe the 3rd time, a load of moisture obviously got let in and it just hasn't left. So there's basically just tons of condensation within the light. Anyone who owns these cars, or maybe it's common with BMWs, you don't just sort of get into the light from the bonnet, you actually need to get into the light from the wheels straight, so I can't do it. But there's basically a cover behind here which you have to pull off, and then there's a clamp, a back cover which you pull off, but then you still can't actually get to the glass unless you use a tool. Anyway, that's a very, very long way of saying that this is dirty and it's annoying, because if you look at the car from sort of here, it's quite, you know, it's quite different to this one on the right, which is in pretty good condition. So yeah, I know it's annoying, but it's unfortunately just an expensive thing to replace. But loads of you have given me some good suggestions about putting silicone things behind the light, and trying to sort of wipe it with a toothbrush. Loads of cool suggestions. I just honestly haven't got around to trying any of them yet. Just below the light then, there are these headlight washers. I've never really understood these things. They're sort of, I don't know, kind of pointless really. What does it, I mean, they're definitely pointless when my light looks like this on the inside. But anyway, again, ever since I bought the car, the cap was missing for this one. On the other side, I'll show you, this is what it's meant to look like. Which actually looks quite nice. But yeah, just, I've, you know, never had it replaced. I think I got it quoted once and it was going to cost 70 quid including spraying, and I just thought, again, for 70 quid, what, you know, what's the point? I'm not that fussed. Again, looks a bit stupid, but I'd rather spend 70 quid on, I don't know, saving towards wheels. But yeah. So then on this side, I've shot myself in the foot here because I'm gonna have to walk in. Oh look, there's a, oh, maybe someone's been murdered here. Okay, so on this side of the car, it's much the same, obviously, as the other side. However, the only thing on this side that the other side hasn't got is the 3 litre, if you notice there. The BMW badge is a little bit dirty. I don't quite know. Yeah, but the eye is missing. That actually happened when I was washing the car once. It just came off and it's never gone back on. So yeah, that's really it. I think yeah, I think that's it, guys. Not too bad. Not too bad. Obviously, the back of the car is the worst culprit, but I have to say, all in all, I think the back of this car is the best thing about it in terms of its looks. So let me open the door and we'll have a look inside at anything that's wrong inside. This is more really to do with the spec of my car, which lots of you are aware of. I guess the very main thing, actually that's an example of it there. There's a coffee. I don't have any cup holders, which are normally located there. Now it's never really been too much of an issue because of course, yeah, I just put my cup there and that's fine. But yeah, doesn't have cup holders. What else is wrong with it? Do you know, I mean, to be honest, there is nothing wrong with it. The only thing I'd like to change really in here, and I've always wanted to do it, is change this sort of aluminium effect finish to, I mean, either the piano black finish you see in lots of the SIs, or potentially a carbon, sort of glossy carbon wrap. But again, these things cost a lot of money, and it's not really money I've got to pour in to sort of just changing cosmetic bits on the car. I have changed the shifter here to the leather M Sport knob, although I do still want to probably source a snubby one because this is still the normal size. And yeah, let me go around to the other side because it might be a little bit easier. So yeah, there's my cup holder. It's just on the seat, and you know what, that works fine. Actually no, it doesn't. If I'm driving I need to hold it, so it doesn't work fine. I'm not going to demonstrate, but something that is wrong with this car is the glove box. You can see down here potentially where I've tried to tape the glove box, because basically if I was to open it, it would just drop. So it needs some new brackets, blah de blah de blah. Need to sort it, haven't got around to it, I'm sorry, leave me alone. Other than that, yeah, I could have heated seats, that would be fantastic. Lots of you probably think I'm mad for going for one without heated seats because it's convertible. But actually I found if you sort of just wear some hoodies when it's cold and the roof's off and you put the heaters on, you're fine. I've got cruise control, which is really cool. Not many of you know that because I don't really talk about it obviously, but it is a very rare option on these cars. Other than that, there's not really anything else to say. Lots of you ask where my head unit's from. It's, where's the model number? It's a Sony Mex BT400U. That's what it is. It was in the car when I got it, but I would imagine it's from Halfords. So yeah. Well guys, I hope you have found that interesting somehow. It's not interesting at all, is it? But no, I thought you, some of you might find that interesting because you have asked before for me to sort of show all things that are wrong with my car. Let me know what you think in the comments, I guess. Please don't abuse me too much. I don't have any money to correct lots of these things. And like I say, if I do have some money, it goes on other things. It doesn't go on fixing the cosmetics of this car, because realistically, what everyone really wants and what I really want is a Z4M. If I did ever end up with a Z4M, I would probably not drive it very much, and I would focus a lot more on keeping it aesthetically and cosmetically right as much as it drives. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I thought I'd give you a rundown. Let me know if you want to know anything else, because I might have missed stuff. But thank you so much for watching this one. If you're new here and you're still watching and you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, because 2019 is going to be fantastic, as I've said previously, because it is. I'm upping the amount of videos I do a week, and it's just going to be just brilliant. This is the year. So make sure you're subscribed, drop the video a like, it really helps me, and I will see you guys very, very soon.